Greetings, community. It's Kevin of m.a.r.t Comics, and I'm here to bring you another edition of Kevin's Most Anticipated Reads for July 6, 2022. Now, I appreciate those of you that gave me this acronym, m.a.r.t. It works. Appreciate you typing that in last week. Makes it a lot easier to say than all those lengthy words. So, let's m.a.r.t into it. Closet number 2. Now, this is a title out of Image by James Tynion that touches on childhood phobias that you end up realizing are real fears. And I'm loving the feel of this storyline. The art is there. The story is obviously there, as I made mention. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think the only issue I may have is it's only 3 issues long. Moving on from there, Firepower number 22. This is a story that I'm really thoroughly enjoying. One, it's because of its beautifully balanced, which I'll get into a little bit. But two, the writer, Kirkman, is normally known for being a little wordy at times. And to me, as I made mention, this is that balance between dialogue and action, an aspect of adventure and a little bit of backstory, an understanding of what's transpired or what may transpire. And I'm liking how that balance is really working with the whole run of the series. So, Firepower number 22, I'm just loving it. Philadelphia issue number 23. Now, this is another series that has been going on for a little while, and because of its vastness of storytelling that needs to be told, Rodney Barnes is slowly increasing this Philadelphia world. Anita Hayes was one of the titles that he introduced, and he's going to introduce another 2 more titles, I believe, in October. So this Philadelphia world is not only expanding, it's just getting that much better in its expansion. So it's a story that is utilizing classical monsters and a historical telling of how the nation was built and a present day of how it's being affected. I'm loving how all this is tying together. I like the fact that he's using these classical monsters in a historical depiction that affects us in a present day manner, to where I mean, you're sitting there looking over your shoulder for either a werewolf or a vampire, and that's pretty cool. So as this world develops, I'm only curious of what else he's going to introduce. Moving on from Philadelphia into Little Monsters. Now, Little Monsters issue number 5 is a story about child vampires, and they're almost a coming-of-age story in a vampiric post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Moving on from Little Monsters, going into Twig. Twig number 3 is a story written by Scotty Young, who at this point can't seem to write anything wrong. Right, wrong. And I'm loving how this all-ages story is being seemingly written for me. This is exactly what I'm looking for in an all-ages story. Something that I can read, hand to my son, maybe hand to my mother-in-law, and we're all going to enjoy it for our own reasons. And that is why Twig is one of my most anticipated reads. Now, moving on to Draculina number 4 out of Dynamite. I was never a Dynamite reader, and Draculina number 4 is, I guess, my way to kind of break into this world. It allows me to go ahead and be introduced to a new character, but tying in the older characters that have been in this universe forever. So I'm really liking it, and I'm now possibly going to start expanding into the world of Dynamite. See what happens. Moving on from there, we go to Carnage number 4. Ram V is as a writer that is appreciated by many, me included. Beyond that, he is writing a story of a symbiote that I really enjoy. I am a huge symbiote fan, let alone Carnage and Scream are probably 2 of my favorites. So this story has just been developing into a very visceral storytelling, and I'm loving every moment of it. Moving on from there, going to issue number 4 of Ghost Rider. I'm enjoying our main character trying to find out what the hell is going on. He lost his mind, he's lost his memory, has no idea what's going on. He's gained a nice cut back here that keeps opening up and showing us a nice eyeball. What the hell that is, I have no idea. I'm liking the fact that there's enough vagueness in the storyline that is enticing me to want to read what's going on in the next issue, in hopes that it's going to answer some of those questions that I was asking in the prior issues. And it's enough vagueness and just enough answers to keep baiting me and luring me into the next issue. That's why Ghost Rider number 4 is one of my anticipated reads. Now moving on from there, going on to DC, we have Monkey Prince number 6. As far as the addition to the DC world, Monkey Prince is, in my opinion, probably one of the best. It's one of the most lighthearted in the sense it's not just doom and gloom. It's not depicted in some dark manner. There's very vibrant colors. It's a very jovial style of writing. There's a lot of jokes thrown in there, and there's a lot of wit. I'm enjoying everything about this story, and I do believe that this is not a character that's going to go away anytime soon. I'm looking for the full integration of Monkey Prince into the DC universe, and we'll see if that happens. Moving on, Heavy Metal Drummer number 6. This ends it. It's a 6 of 6 issue miniseries. I play drums, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this story. I wanted to see where the story would go. As a drummer, I've been finding more points in this book of laughing at myself than almost anything else. I've been able to find things that I've been able to relate to and laugh at and say, wow, I can't believe I identify with that, because funny. Just, I guess it's inside jokes funny. So moving on from there, that's probably one of my favorite reads. For that reason, Heavy Metal Drummer issue number 6 is so I can laugh at me. Moving from there to Keen Spot, Bonier Aromatic issue number 2. Now you're going, wait, what the heck? Bonier Aromatic is a story of a girl, Bonnie, that is a hardcore warrior of her own right, in her own way, fighting zombies and witches and all kinds of odd creatures. Her weapon of choice, body odor. This is a cute little blonde girl that uses body odor to kill a lot of things. I don't know where they came up with the storyline. I'm enjoying it. I laugh, I body odor cry, and it makes me want to take a shower every time I read it. So, Body Aromatic is one of my favorite reads, but overall, my overall favorite read, Blue Light Special, as it were, for tomorrow, July 6, 2022. My Blue Light Special is Strange Academy number 18. This is a story that, I mean, like many that was reading Strange Academy, started from issue number 1. I was, along with my son, able to hang out with Scotty Young about 4 months prior in which the release of this title, and we got to speak in length about this title. And after speaking to him, reading, which I was dying to read issue number 1, reading issue number 1, I would say outside of issue number 1, issue number 18 is probably my most anticipated read from the series. The reason being is I know that it ends the semester. I know we get another full introduction of another Spotlight character. I know that this world is getting bigger. The reason why I'm always anticipated this book, and I'm always anticipating where the book's going to go and how it's going to develop, is I am still under the thorough belief that this is going to be beyond this book. There's a new creative team possibly in development on this. It might get larger in expansion. I don't know. There might be a crossover. I don't know. But why I've always anticipated this book is the fact that I can see this in development as a Disney series, animated, real life, movie. I can see, as they have already done, Strange Academy, side titles, one-offs, so forth. I want to see where this world goes, how it expands, and how it integrates to the Marvel Universe. So that's why issue number 18 of Strange Academy is my Blue Light Special. And that's it for me, Entropy. Thank you for watching.